Looking at how Basadin is playing that role, I think it is an interesting thing to see if Basadin will continue to play the role he was playing this way the entire season. I wish that Sundowns won't change him, because I I see the new Basadin now, and in the new role, but that role can be exposed easily. Because looking at how fullbacks of Mamelodi Sundowns, both Basadin and Mudau, they play the role where they come in the midfield and play together with the likes of Mukwena, Alende inside there. So in their position, finding someone who can run, who have the skill, who can position himself well there, can expose Mamelodi Sundowns. Look at how Sitole was moving there in the side of Basadi. You will find Sitole alone there. Then he would stretch the centrals of Mamelodi Sundowns, because now Lebu or Grand was supposed to come and close that gap. Then there is a huge space there in between them. So I think that role that is played by Basadin and Modiba has an advantage and disadvantage. They can either win the games or being exposed, and that is going to be difficult for them to come back when the team will use their chances well. Because in the final third there, Sitole played a huge role there and crossed the good balls, but in that final third, this young man, and it was good to see the likes of Matros and Bonani. Bonani had a chance, and the chance that Bonani was given by Sitole, if he utilized those chances, I think Chippa United had a good chance to win that game. But it was interesting to see Chippa drawing with Mamelodi Sundowns, and I think that is what was expected. Playing home is an advantage. Playing a first league game is an advantage if you played it at home. Because in the last game, previous season, Chippa United versus Mamelodi Sundowns won. Won at home, and they won away both games. But now, just saw the feeling of Chippa United just after the game has ended. They were happy as if they won and got 3 points. But they were celebrating the 1 point, and they were celebrating the draw against the mighty Mamelodi Sundowns. And to Mamelodi Sundowns, it felt like a lose. But make no mistake, it was a good game. The game was fast. It was interesting to watch. In the first 10 minutes, the fullback of Chippa United, Sergio, had a positive impact in that side. And it was promising to the point where you would conclude by saying that Chippa has a good chance to win. In the very first 10 minutes, Mamelodi Sundowns was struggling to find the rhythm. Chippa United had the ball, was attacking, they were fast, they were coming hard. But you know, Mamelodi Sundowns, once they find their rhythm, they will win the ball position and take the ball away from Chippa and try to create chances. The first goal of Mamelodi Sundowns was the good moves. From Adams to Matthews find Sales in between the centrals of Chippa, and Sales at the good goal. And I thought Sales had a chance of winning the man of the match title. But after the second half, Sales dropped. The game of Sales was dropped in the second half. Congratulations to the man who won the man of the match, Fekane. And what a good what a good ball. What a good goal. If you are in that position, test the goalkeeper. Shoot. You must have the target. In that position, you must have the target. You would never know, because the ball deflected and they equalized. So seeing Mamelodi Sundowns draw in their very first game, it is interesting, because now it gives a motivation to other teams as well, to say that we can block Mamelodi Sundowns, we can win against them, we can draw against them. This is a new season. This is a fresh start. We too can win the league, and we can get the 3 points. But we will see on Tuesday how Mamelodi Sundowns will conduct themselves, will respond to the second game. And I think Chippa United, by playing like this in their first game, this is a huge motivation for them. Badela, I say the vision of Badela there. And I so wish Badela will have this good game, the performance, and the courage to face every team. Because these so-called young teams, they will play a good games when they play the likes of Sundowns, Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs. But when they face other so-called young teams, you will see an interesting game, and you will be like, where are these players that expose the big teams? Where is these movements now? Where are they? But I so wish Badela got this. And he must have the balls to keep on playing and performing like this the entire season. The season is long, and they need this kind of game the entire season. I so wish his team will be fit and manage all the games, and he will be able to manage his team the entire season. Otherwise, I don't think supporters of Mamelodi Sundowns were expecting these kind of results. But it's a good thing to see. Congratulations to Chippa United for blocking the mighty Sundowns, for winning the 3 points in their first game. And hard luck to Mamelodi Sundowns. This is a learning chance for both teams. Sundowns will learn, and Chippa United will learn again. Sundowns changed the first 11. Zwane was not in the first 11. Chupindo was not in the first 11. Mdunyela was not in the first 11. But it was good to see the replacement of them. And yet again, the coming in of Mabena and Litlaku and Zwane has changed that game. But let us wait and see how are they going to respond on Tuesday on their second league game. Otherwise, it was a good game to watch.